on 25 News Midday, we support our local musicians and we encourage the community to do the same, which is why I bring Rojas and singer-songwriter Bruce Moon. Welcome, you two.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming back. You guys are regulars at this point. Now, of course, Bruce, I want to talk about all of your fantastic talents. You're going to be performing at Tres Rojas Winery, but I do want to acknowledge this picture that you brought. Today's a special day.
Yeah, it is. Unbeknownst to me, this ends up being Woody Guthrie's birthday. And I was planning on doing a different song, but I have a song about Woody Guthrie that I think I'll put in instead.
Nice. And so for those who don't know who Woody Guthrie is, tell us about him.
Well, Woody Guthrie was a singer-songwriter during the Depression, came out of Oklahoma, and he was the writer of This Land Is Your Land, among a bunch of others. And Woody had a very strong belief in the power of music to organize labor unions and to speak for the common man. And I have a sense that a good song ought to comfort the afflicted in the world and afflict the people who are too comfortable in the world. And so in that sense, I try to carry on that tradition from Woody.
Absolutely, quite the influence on your own musical journey there. Now, Lisa, we know that Tres Rojas is the place to be when it comes to these local artists. So tell us about the atmosphere and what it's like for those who actually come out and see the artists.
So this singer-songwriter series is held on Friday evenings. We do hold it inside in our event space, so it can be quiet and people really get to listen to the lyrics and become one with the story that's being told by the performer. So it is a really neat evening for us. So
absolutely. And you know what, we always like to give credit to James Herr.
Yes.
This is his brainchild. So how did this partnership with you two start?
Oh, James was one of our first performers when we opened in 2021 and invited musicians to the patio, and he is such a champion of local singer-songwriters in Central Illinois, and just approached us and wanted to feature different artists every month, and so we're on our second year.
Wow, I mean, time flies.
It
I feel
does
like it was just a couple weeks ago we had our first performance and interview. So I kind of refer to James as like the PR for Central Illinois and local talent. So how did you two get connected, Bruce?
Oh, I used to live in a northern suburb of Chicago, and we moved down here about 3 years ago. And somehow I saw James on Facebook and got connected, and we've become very good friends since then.
Nice. So you told us a little bit about the type of music you like to. Say it again, with the afflicted. Comfort the afflicted?
Yeah, I mean, I really think that a good folk song comforts people who have been marginalized or afflicted in our world, and disturbs people who are too comfortable in the world. And so my songs tend to be have a little bit of a political tinge to them, and take up the plight of the underdog.
So what led to that? Why not something that's happy or something that makes people love? What forced you to land on that specifically? You
know, I think I spent 44 years as an art therapist and worked for 22 years in a private psychiatric hospital. And there I came into contact with so many people who had been disenfranchised or who were put down in the world. And so I started writing about them as a way to contain my own feelings about what I was seeing every day. And it just has carried on throughout my life.
That is amazing. And you know what? We get a sneak peek of that in just a bit, Central Illinois. You're going to want to stick around for that. But thank you both for coming. Well, Lisa, thank you for coming. Bruce, we're going to hear from you again momentarily. It's always a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Make sure you check out Tres Rojas Winery in Washington. But if you or someone you know would like to join us on In the Know, just head to 25newshour.com, follow the Features tab, and that's where you'll submit the form. All right, thanks, Balance. Bruce Moon writes music for and about people he's known. He believes that good music should comfort people who need it and force others to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Now we get to witness that magic for ourselves. Here to perform a special birthday tribute to Woody Guthrie is Bruce Moon.
I got something to say, got a song I have to sing. I don't want a dictator, and I sure don't need a king. And I'm trading in my Tesla, and I hope that you will too. I keep on asking now and then, what would Woody Guthrie do? There's something's bound to happen, I can feel it in the air. They're taking food from children, and they don't even seem to care. Gonna build hotels in Gaza for the precious and the few. And I gotta ask myself, what would Woody Guthrie do? His old guitar was a killing machine. It'd cut you to the bone if you know what I mean. This land is your land, but it's my land too. And you better watch out for the things some men will do. They're gonna cut the safety net, it only serves the weak. Let's cancel all those handouts to the merciful and meek. We don't need food stamps and we don't need Medicare. Well, I wonder what would happen if Woody Guthrie was there. Now the lawyers and the billionaires and the hillbilly Buckeye too, they're doing all these things that the fascists used to do. They're building up a wall and they're building hatred too. And you gotta ask yourself, what would Woody Guthrie do? His old guitar was a killing machine, and it would cut you to the bone, if you know what I mean.
Woo, yay! We're gonna have to get a live audience so I don't have to do all the cheering by myself, because that was amazing.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely. And tell me a little bit more about you're a fan of Woody Guthrie, right?
Well, I'm a fan of what Woody Guthrie did. I mean, he believed that music could change the world, and he took on the politicians of the day, and I think that I need to take on the politicians of this day.
Absolutely. Well, we definitely appreciate you. Central Illinois, Bruce is the featured performer this Friday at Tres Rojas Winery. Doors open at, I believe, 6 o'clock.
Right.
He performs at 6:30. There's going to be great wine. There's going to be food. You know, you want to take advantage of all of that. And you have, what, 21 LPs available?
32 LPs.
32? Look at that. Where can we find those?
Check them out on Spotify.
There you have it. We have that information on the screen. You have another showing October 27th. Plenty of opportunities to check out Bruce. Well, thank you so much again, Bruce.
Okay, well, thank you so much for having me. I feel like I've become a regular here.
You are. We just need to start handing out parking spots at this point.